Tobacco for us, we've had a very long history of tobacco being a big part of our society, not just as Native people, but even as Southerners. A lot of our people were connected to the land by sharecropping, and we grew a lot of tobacco here in North Carolina. So then as Native people, of course, that is one of our sacred herbs that we use for blessings, for ceremony, for medicine. Tobacco is medicine. Tobacco is culture. Tobacco is prayer and giving, and it's tokens, and it's all of that it was meant to be to our people. It's not about, consuming that into your body all the time, but it's about what it meant to your spirit.
We use tobacco to pray, and that's one of the things where, in our culture, we say that the Creator gave us tobacco to actually pray with. And when we burn that tobacco, that smoke that it creates, it takes those prayers up to the Creator in the heavens.
I think we should get away from the vaping and the smoking altogether. I think being educated and not doing it in front of the children in the house, that helps to communicate.
Well, I noticed that I don't see a lot of people smoking cigarettes anymore. I see a lot of people vaping now, especially young people. So I think that the use of tobacco is on the downgrade, and it's the vaping now that I see a lot of.
Yeah, they did smoke it, but my dad died. He smoked from time he was about 13 years old till he was 58. I'm sorry. And he died, he had a massive heart attack, died from smoking.
Smoking is a little bit like being on a roller coaster. And when people stop smoking, it's a lot like getting off the roller coaster. And people will find that anxiety levels go down and stress levels go down, depression levels go down. And we know that from studies as well. Describe this for most people is that quitting tobacco is a little bit like putting the brakes on in a freight train. Now, if you've ever seen a freight train try to stop, the brakes go on and that train doesn't stop till it's a mile down the tracks. And tobacco use is that way. It's not something you just put down all of a sudden. Addiction is something you have to work with gradually and take apart piece by piece.
So I personally feel that for our tribal communities to really combat this issue that we're having with commercial tobacco use is to truly be culturally informed and to truly spend time, not necessarily with the Western approach that we're so accustomed to, but more of a culturally driven approach that's really going to reignite our traditional use with tobacco.